If you remember, about a year ago, perhaps even more, refueling was this next big thing for Star Citizen. It was advertised as the next most important thing you're gonna need in Pyro. And that's what it was, a hot topic for a month or perhaps longer. But are we really going to need it? Probably not if we have a decent ship with quite a bit of quantum fuel and moderate consumption. And so this next big, most important thing just died down really suddenly. Because one of the only main ways you would really need this is if you have a small ship and nothing else. Of course, there are plenty of players with just their starter ship, with their first ship, with a small ship. And those will definitely get some use out of this. But it's very surprising how suddenly that ship was hyped up and then just forgotten about. Because no one really has had a need for this refueling ship as of yet, and will it actually be needed in the Pyro system? Or is it just one of those fancy things that crews, guilds, or organizations will just have? Because if we take a look at plenty of the player base, we can see that many of them just do their own thing away from others. And thus, will these players really want to refuel? Now, are they gonna need to refuel? That's not a question, because at the moment there is no incentive for you to refuel. Why not just log out, come back, do the same trip if you can, or something similar, and why not? But if there would really be some incentive, some reason for us to refuel our ship, and actually losing a ship would set us back, that indeed would, let's say, force players into using the tools that have been provided by the developers. Not to say that it is all great, because owning this type of ship is definitely a setback. Even if buying it for in-game money, there will definitely be some monetary setback, because you need to spend quite a bit to own such a unique, tremendous vehicle. And is there a reasoning for you to own it if you're just gonna play alone? Yeah, sure, you can refuel yourself, but what's the fun in that? And in a similar way, if we take a look at most of the ships that we have with unique roles, like even medical ships, is there really a need for you to have or to get medical attention by a medical ship right now? At the moment, you can just, well, end yourself and respawn, continue where you left off and start going at it again. Only real locations where you might actually have the need for this in this current state of the game might be Siege of Horizon, and that's a pretty big might. On the account of the comfort elements, continuing what you are doing where you are, and it actually is invested with players. But perhaps someday, where our deaths will actually have consequences, or at least in a form, on that day, these tools will definitely be worth it. But at the moment, these are just some fancy pants tools at our disposal, which in most cases, many of the veteran players really don't need. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. You've all been wonderful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.